Do I have a lot of thought about it? Not very much. In the first place, I am not a pianist. So I can't really talk about something that I do not know very much about. But terms are thrown about and they become popular, and the precise meanings of these terms are as vague as anything else can be, as imprecise as so I don't. It's a term started in Ghana really, but now taken up by Nigerians. African pianism. You know. I made this statement at a forum, and people criticized it and almost wanted to crucify me for it, because I did say that many of the people who went and popularized ethnomusicology were those who came into music through other studies like anthropology, the church, humanities of different others, not really through music. Some of them are those who were not successful in the practice of their own cultural music. So they went to the exotic, or what is African music, because they have not been successful in dealing with Western music. So they went into those things connected with music that are African and exotic, and thought about it. One said that a theory, one of the major theorists in ethnomusicology says ethnomusicology can only be done properly by a non-African studying the music of Africa, not by somebody who is, it must be an external, someone from outside studying the music, which I said, well, that's part of the idea. They don't feel an African will know enough about music to go into it soon, because they have failed in their own music, so they think the African one is the one to be studied. And so they said, not in I won't mention the university, not in this university, not in this university. I said, well, I didn't go to that university you're mentioning, but this is what I have discovered. So the study of music by non-Africans or African music has come more from people who are not Africans. So, and when you talk of African music, you try to make it look as if it's different from music. So African pianism comes from people who are not good at pianists. They cannot really play the piano well enough. So they invent African pianism. Somebody, I won't mention names, gave an example how he performed in a modern contemporary music concert, and he performed 2 minutes of silence. He sat at the piano for 2 minutes and got up, and people clapped for him. And I've written another short anecdote on what I call avant-garde. Avant-garde art, avant-garde music, avant-garde finance, or literature. Almost going to the point, excuse me, to the point where it's like the child, the king who loves wearing new clothes. And only those who were worthy of their jobs could see what he was wearing. And to the point that he was walking about naked. And it took only an innocent little child to say, the king is naked, before everybody else could speak. So, and I asked him, if you played the 2 minutes of silence, could you also play the 2 minutes of the Chopin that was that program? Or of Brahms also? It's easy to play 2 minutes of silence. I went to McNaughton's concerts when I was in England in the early 60s. McNaughton concerts was a place where avant-garde music was being sponsored by people. And you got like 2 guineas for every appearance. And I played a piece of music on piano with a prepared piano, as I said, prepared piano by unprepared musicians. You pluck some, put rubber bands here, put erasers here, do some, smash some, blah, blah, blah. And I was not a pianist. And I went and played some rubbish which I made up. And I got my 2 guineas and went home. And everybody clapped. But that was avant-gardism. So I don't fully understand the African pianism because I said I'm not a pianist. But there is a statement I have made in some other writing that the whole world is crazy. Oh, yes. And unsure of their actions in the main. Yes, the whole world is crazy except you and except me. And sometimes when I have a closer look, I suspect you a little too.